So, ready for week two's figures. I have had an interesting week. It's been a bit disappointing compared to week one, to be honest. Things really slowed down, but hopefully, it's on the way up again now. Started to get a couple more subscribers now. So, yeah, let's see, shall we? Let's see. And this is a drawback of living here. There goes Big Ben. So, yes, let's go inside. Let's find out what the latest is, and I'll tell you more. There we are. That's a bit drier and a whole lot quieter as well. No Big Ben. I'm just looking to make sure that we're not going to have the 4 o'clock bongs anytime soon. So, yes, this week I have been a bit disheartened, a bit disappointed, and it's a shame. I think I was built up in week one with all this excitement, this, it's a new challenge. Yeah, oh my goodness, look at my subscriber count going up and up and up. I was very excited and really thought, yep, I found my place in the world, which I still think I have. Don't get me wrong, I still think I have. But things have slowed down this week. I think partly that's because I already have been running my print-on-demand training business through Facebook. And so I have a Facebook group over there. So naturally I went on and said, oh, I'm doing this on YouTube now. Come and follow me. Come and subscribe. Which, of course, brought me sort of a glut of subscribers. The sort of diehard people that I've got in that group came over. So that does make sense. But what I've realized is this week is that it's not about asking people to subscribe one by one. Not at all. It's about the value that I'm giving in my YouTube videos. And that value, first of all, I need to show what it is I'm giving in thumbnails and my title. I've got to make sure those are enticing. That's a challenge in its own right. But also I've got to make sure that the way I tell the story of what it is that I'm putting out there on YouTube, the content I'm creating needs to have things that make it interesting. I need to make sure I pace it properly so that people don't just look at the first couple of seconds and go, okay, that's not what I thought it was, or that's not for me. But they actually sort of get into it and interested and enjoy it and get the value out of it, because what is the point otherwise? So I have learned a lot with that, but it's been a journey this week, I'll say, and it's certainly been disappointing in that I hoped I'd set myself a sort of mini target of getting to 100 subscribers by the end of this week, and I fully appreciate it's not all about the subscribers, it's about watch time as well and views. But no, unfortunately, I was way off where I wanted to be. It was probably a bit unrealistic, but hey, not giving up. Not by any stretch. So yeah, so shall we have a look at the figures? And so this is the last 7 days. Look at that, 765 views. Now, 10 days ago, or 14 days ago, I'd have been over the moon with that. But of course, I've got used to this momentum and this feeling that I needed to build. So I've got grey arrows all the way across. I've got 765 views, so it is less. It's almost 50% less. Watch time, again, less. And subscribers, a lot less. I mean, they're not less, they're more. That's the thing, it's going up. It's still going up, but it's not going up by as much. And so I am on a grand total of 76 subscribers, so I'm 24 short of where I wanted to be. But let's have a look at the big picture. So I posted some bits here, and if I hover over it, then you'll be able to see here, Pod for Beginners. I wasn't very happy with this thumbnail, and I think that has really shown. Look, not even a flicker of interest here. Then I posted a couple of shorts that just nothing, didn't cause a stir or a murmur. And then on July the 6th, I went a little bit crazy. And what happened was I tried to teach myself the scheduling, and I thought I'd scheduled these for 2 different days, but I'd managed to schedule them both on the same day. And then I added another one about my big news for this week. And I also did a long form one about Redbubble. Okay, so let's have a look at that, shall we? So there was a gap there in the middle between July the 4th and July the 6th. What happened in that gap? In fact, actually, July the 4th was a scheduled one as well. So what actually was the difference here is that I became a grandmother right in the middle. So it's absolutely fair to say that I was distracted this week. I had a lot going on. My daughter was in labor for 36 hours. And obviously, my heart has been in that labor ward with her, which is where I was while all this was going on. So it stands to reason, doesn't it, that I know that all those people out in YouTube land, all those viewers and whatnot, they don't know what's going on in my life. They don't know that's happening. But I'm not adding to the community section. I'm not answering people. I'm not giving it as much as I was doing before. So I think that's probably come across as well. The Redbubble one is the first of a series of 8 videos that I'm going to be doing, teaching people how to use the print-on-demand platform that I think is the best one for beginners. It's going to be enough to get you started and uploading and making money. So no brainer, obviously, I would say that. But it's interesting that one particular video has had quite a lot of views in its own right, even though it's the first of a series, and yet people can't yet go on to watch the rest of the series because I haven't filmed it yet. So that is quite interesting, and that taught me a lesson as well. It also made me think more about doing more specific trainings rather than things like this one, let me hover over it again, rather than things like this one, which were more general, because people are going to be putting more focused search terms in rather than, and I think about the things that I put into YouTube. I'm always asking a question. I'm always asking for something that I need to know the answer to, rather than just something a bit vague, like why would a beginner do pod, or what is pod, or something like that. So maybe that's another thing that I've learned from this week. So let's change it up a little bit and let's go to the year. And it's better news. It's better news. The channel got 2,327 views in the last 365 days. As you can see, it's pretty much flatlining. And then we've got this flurry of activity. And in fact, my best day so far was Saturday, when I was riding high after little Aria was born. And yeah, and I was in a very good mood by then. So let's look at views for the year. Views for the year, 2.3 thousand, up. Watch time, 31.6, up. And subscribers, 61 new ones, so up. Yay! So I have got green arrows for the year, but I haven't got green arrows for the week. So that's kind of like a halfway good news, right? It's not bad news. It's just not as good as I wanted it to be. So yeah, there we are. That is my week. That's how it's gone. And I've got all sorts of ideas and all sorts of things I'm keen to bring in, but I'm trying not to. First of all, because I know I tend to overcommit myself to things. I'm terrible for it. And saying, oh yeah, on a Monday I'll do this, on a Tuesday I'll do that, on a Wednesday I'll do that. Real life has to get in the way. I know not every week I'm going to be having, for me, my daughter's not going to be having my first grandchild every week. I appreciate that. But there are also other real life things. You know, I'm a mum and a nana now, but I'm a mum. I've got a family. I've got a business that I run. I've got, the business is my day job. I do live workshops and things like that. So this has to fit in around life, right? So thank you very much for everybody who's subscribed, to everyone who's subscribed. Thank you so much for the other women who are very similar to me, who are doing these challenges that they've set themselves to try and get monetized, and to do this and to show that people as our kind of age can do it. I've been contacted by some lovely people, and it's great to get to know these people and widening my circle. I'm really grateful. So thank you so much. Love to Katie, love to everybody, Gwen, all of you, and thank you so much.